Steambird? It seems Fontaine has been celebrating some kind of festival recently. Things are looking pretty lively in the square. They even changed the banners. Huh. There are a lot of people holding cameras. Oh, and they've got candy and snacks too! Looks like everyone's having a good time. Let's go and have a look for ourselves.
Новый ивент. Походу. Придется идти смотреть. Растат. Так, тихо. Там живой, что ли, еще?
I must leave no stone unturned. Nice and spicy. Booba, get them. Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would. Nice and spicy.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Out the frying pan, into the fire. I must leave no stone unturned.
Походу новое. Хотя с лошадками 2D. Да. О, как его тут убивать? Ох, ёлы-палы.
Leave it all to me. Nice and spicy.
Да что ты, а? Быстро. Так, убейте всех монстров. Ну, я думал, что-то другое будет.
the show begins.
Так, здесь глубоко. Если хиличурл падает в воду, хиличурл вообще умеет плавать. Ну, ладно, что-то.
Get them!
Не, надо все-таки Эмбер вкачивать. Зайцев ее. Тихо. Ну, сколько что ли? А, в принципе, тут же они водяные все.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. Yep.
Не все в воде.
Yep.
Вот, ладно, сейчас она тут сама добьет. Какие-то они стойкие тут. А, если он не в воде, что ли?
Nice and spicy.
Да что такое?
Boba, get them!
You're in for a little shock.
Надо шамана пойти убить сначала.
Time to clean up.
Так, где у нас тут? Катерина-то.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyss.
Лишнее это, конечно, тут делали. Так. Пойдем делать сюжеточку. Там ничего, правда, не моргает уже. Что там отменилось все? Пока я тут уровни себе повышал. Не должно бы. Так. Сюда вроде, да? 68-й, да? Ну, погнали. Так, продолжайте исследовать. Хранитель ветви, Денслейфом.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Pаймon wonders what the abyss girls look like. Do they look something like the abyss mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Nice and spicy.
Вон, ребята. Ой, блин, а тут арбалетчики. Все арбалетчики.
I must leave no.
Да не потому.
Let's spark things up a little.
Out of the frying pan. That really hurt.
Тихо, тихо, тихо.
Goba, get them.
Все-таки нужно
I'll protect us.
зайца и эмбер. Заяц, то есть один. Вот. Что за штука такая?
Surrendering will be gentle.
Нету ничего. Ладно.
Let's dance.
Ох, тут двое целых.
Leave it all to me.
Ледяные, что ли? Нет,
Nice and
Кира.
spicy.
Come a little closer.
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left.
Можешь рассказать побольше об Ордене Бездны?
The abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
М. М. Так, а он в беде. Honor спасение от монстров. Где? Так, ладно. Сейчас посмотрим, что у нас тут. М1, глава 4. Управляйтесь в Генфиндом. Да. Ну ладно, сейчас залезем.
Well, we're in both of them now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Так, это где мы тут? Ага.
Lord of Wolvendom, great Wolf King of the North. Sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
Ты его знаешь?
No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Нормально, как обычно.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
Кровожадная Паймон. Опять этот летун.
Nice and spicy. Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss. Let's dance.
What do you think, cutie?
Где тут?
And there's another one of those bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where do these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
You're in for a little...
Let the show begin. I must leave no stone. Out of the frying pan.
Have you finished searching?
Нашли много следов Ордена Бездны.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself. But they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Как я и думал.
Oh, protect us.
Мы будем тут бегать по всей карте.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Pаймon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
А, теперь все ключи, что ли, обыскивать? Или что? Вот. Хорошо, телепорты открыты. Это так бы и бегал.
Let's dance. Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there. Get them! The frying pan, it's...
Come a little closer.
Boba, get them!
Двое сразу. Так, надо с магом разделаться сперва.
Leave it all to me, as a good knight should.
Да.
Let's spark things up.
Nice and spicy.
You're in for a little shock.
Right, man, into the fire! Nice and spicy! Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
Да уж, облом.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
По опыту говоришь?
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
He no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's Wanmin restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Что-то ты забегаешь вперед.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
Знакомое ощущение. Там на скале.
Huh? What's familiar?
В прошлый раз я тоже такое почувствовал на секунду.
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
Неужели бездна?
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up. Let the show begin.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
Где-то рядом.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Ты уже здесь был?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, What about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
Этот одуванчик. Напомни мне о нем.
Huh? You mean your brother? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Только что, когда я коснулся его.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
В любом случае, я выясню.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that he is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find him itself.
Я обязательно его найду.
Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry, we will meet again. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Ну вот. Ну вот.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
Так, тихо, Лиза. Не сейчас. Так, первородная смола. О, у меня, наверное, накопилось оно, да? Сколько у меня там? Надо сейчас добить его. Так, что у нас там с ивентами? Я же говорю, розы и мушкеты. Судя по сообщению в правой птице, в последнее время у жителей Фонтейна крайне приподнятое настроение, поэтому... Это нет. Нет, осталось 17 дней, да. Грохот мушкетов разрывает тишину. Во время кинофестиваля в Фонтейнале дети с корзинами ходят по городу и просят конфет у прохожих. Прогуливаясь по оживленным праздничным улицам, вы замечаете знакомые лица.
Today's no good.
Я тут еще не был. Ни одного квеста тут не сделал. Хотя нет, сделал. Почему? Фонтейн, когда-нибудь я до тебя дойду.
Let's dance.
Так, где здесь?
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How can you only be telling me this now?
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
But what about my film?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now. Xavier!
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear traveler and Pаймон. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time.
Давно не виделись.
Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now. The investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fонтейне Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
The Fondeyne Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fondeyne Film Festival? Then allow me to fill you in. The Fondeyne Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archonigeria. The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
Well, either way, Pаймon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the Lantern Rite in Lille.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival? And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year. To commemorate the Loch Knights, people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water. But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little drab, and so decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
That really doesn't surprise Pаймon at all.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids. Every year you can hear a bunch of them saying, "Trial or treat."
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that connect back to the film festival you mentioned?
Yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got too excited after seeing you. Let me get back to the point. The Fondeyne Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
The what award?
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name. Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Huh. Alright. Guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Дом теории.
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Oh, Paimon remembers now! Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too!
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
Ох. Это просто сюжетка. Нет, не просто сюжетка. Зонно-кучной стрельбы с учетом угловой минуты навстречу врагов. Во время фестиваля Фонтейне вы и Паймон встречаете служительницу палаты жардинаж, которой нужны участники особого мероприятия. Так, эффекты уловки. Так, что тут задание-то? Говорите с работником. Так,
It's nearly time for after.
мне что-нибудь дали? Так, подождите, о чем мне? Так. Вот. Подарок. Ничего не дали. Театральные билеты. Соберите театральный билет, чтобы выиграть ценные награды. Супермеч высшего, 4. Магический супермеч высшего владыки. Так, мы верим в тебя. Повышает силу атаки на 12%. Но это еще не все. Поддержка иллюзии деревни Мируси, которым вы помогли, наполняет вас мощью. В зависимости от их количества, сила атаки может дополнительно увеличиться максимум 20%. Магический супермеч, который можно использовать только высший владыка, покоривший моря и океаны. Он сделан из особого водонепроницаемого материала, потому его можно использовать даже под водой. Выходит, он неуязвимый. Можно сказать и так. 44-й, да? А, это базовая атака 44, да. Ну, на Наэль, который, наверное, не пойдет. Ой. Так, а здесь чего? Магазин события. Господи, указание справедливости. Розовые мушкеты. Спасите бедную работницу. Так, специальное освещение и будущие звезды. Так, ладно, пойдем бездну немножко еще пофармим. Так, мы уже... в 4-й пошли, да? Так, урон в течение. Так, защита персонажа. Минус 15, сила атаки плюс 40. Павин. Так, дает 50 шанс остановить откат. Вот это вот, наверное, да.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Сейчас мы всех тут проучим. Давай, ребята, камон.
Goba, get them!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
You're toast!
Эх, зайцы, Эмбер.
Let's spark things up a little.
Нифига тут.
Nice and spicy!
Да что ты, а?
Out of the frying pan! Goba, get them!
М. Так, мастерство стихий, урон обычных ЗП.
Out of the frying pan! Nice and spicy!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Goba, get them! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Ах ты,
Race you!
опять не по тому, да? Да что ты, а?
Ready, steady, go!
А, вон они.
Nice and spicy!
Так. М-м-м. Интересно, бонусы сохраняются эти? Так, тут сила атаки. Ну, сейчас мы тут. Раз мы тут.
Now I got silly crick out of the frying pan. It's
А чё? Не понимаю. Так, надо шамана.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Nice and spicy.
Надо два сразу.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Boba, get them.
Ай да я. Так, этаж 5, зал 1. Вот, хватит пока. Да неплохо так. Тихо. Неплохо так прошлись. Ух ты, нормально. 200. Так, а вот здесь что-то мы... 6 из 9. То есть не все забрали, да? Так. Ясно, тут быстренько.
You're toast. Out of the frying pan, time to clean up.
Вот так вот. Всё, я вроде пошел. Подождите. Ну давайте. Что-то не понимаю, что вообще происходит. Зал 2. А зачем мне зал 2?
Nice and spicy.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Out of the frying pan, into the...
А, этаж 1, да-да-да. Зал 3. Ладно. Так.
Nice and spicy.
As a dutiful maid would.
О. Давно не видели.
Over here.
Так нечестно. Это вот все. Сейчас тут все должен пройти. Был. Вновь. Так, а здесь что-то странно. Ну-ка, пойдем, пройдем. Аж 3. Не совсем я тут в этой системе еще ориентируюсь. О, здесь можно уже выбрасывать. Хорошо.
Boba, get them.
Let's spark things up a little.
Time to clean up. I'll catch up. Nice and spicy.
Полетели.
Someone needs to sit.
Да.
Someone needs to sit out of the frying pan. It's he. 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 As a good knight should.
Ну, вроде все нормально, да? Так. Уже потруднее, потруднее. Так, урон за стихии. Давай.
test subject.
Вот это да.
Steady as stone.
I got careless. It's a fury. I got careless. Suffocate.
Да что такое?
Freeze.
Так, Семенку убили, что ли?
Frying pan.
I got careless.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Time to clean up.
Picked the wrong test
Boba,
subject.
get them.
That tingle.
Leave it all to me.
I got
Nice and spicy.
Блин, вот этот...
Boba, get them.
have a little taste. That tingle. Should replace my hammer. Fry. Wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Трудновато уже, да, трудновато. 180 секунд, ну ладно. Сколько тут вообще дается? Так, урон взрыва стихий. Наверное, вот так лучше.
Nice and spicy.
Let's spark things up a little.
Boba, get them.
Круто. п.4. Но все равно что-то не понимаю. Сокровище коридора можно забрать только один. Пойдите в 8-й этаж, чтобы навсегда открыть умную спираль. Почему я здесь не могу закрыть? Вот, зал 2. Гидрослайм. Так. А тут нельзя, что ли, выбрать или как? Зал 2. Аж 4. Так, что-то я сейчас увлекусь, чувствую этим. Прошел одно испытание.
Out of the frying pan. It's you're toast.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Steady as stone. Nice and spicy. Boba, get them!
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Nice and spicy.
Ой, беда. Так, мастерство. Так. Вот лучше вот это. Мастерство стихи. Все равно от реакции играем, так что.
Boba, get them!
Let's spark things up a little.
Race you!
Ой.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Мне дадут.
Boba, get them! Out of the frying pan, into the
Да
fire!
что ты, а?
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Эти гаденыш, а? Да что ты, а?
Nice and spicy!
Вроде у меня больше 60, ладно. Сейчас посмотрим. Ладно.
Race you!
Don't be such a brute.
Аж 5 заладил. Нет, нам пока не надо. Что-то чувство все равно не забрал. Ну ладно. Нет, забрал, смотри-ка. 100. Всего .D. Так, а здесь что я не забрал? Во втором зале что-то, да, я тут не сделал. Оставшееся время. А, ну это с этим. Ладно. Так, больше мне никто ничего не дает. Что здесь надо пройти-то еще раз? Так. Так, что надо сделать? Подождите. Иметь сопряжение. До сброса лунной спирали. Так. То есть до лунной спирали надо дойти, да? Ну ладно, дойдем. Дойдем. Так, что-то сделал. Что-то еще тут сделал. О. Тут что-то сделал. Ох ты, сразу 4-й левел. Так, надо еще где-то первородной смолы потратить, да, я так думаю. Сколько нам надо? 30. Артерию земли одну выформить надо. Все, они тут есть. Артерии земли. Одни... Стой, надо не артерию земли, надо пойти...
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Идем океанида убьем. Один фиг Барбару надо будет апать, поэтому океаниды будут в самый раз. И смолу потратим, и реагент для Барбары достанем. Еще грибы искать, ну там.
Perfect weather for sipping a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
Так, сюда идет.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chingsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Let's spark things up a little.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Опять камешка.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
You're toast!
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
La 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 la.
Долбаный
The
вид на...
power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Leave it all to me.
Что-то новое. Там тут птицы.
As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Вот. Кстати, надо еще этот ужас бури победить. Может, нам наконец дадут?
Everything's ready. Let's go.
А, все, я бесплатно? О, прикольно. Дать колей. А, это у нас. У меня же он есть уже, да.
Everything's
Спасибо.
ready. Let's go.
Колея, лесной дозорный из Сумеру, попал в опасную ситуацию в сердце тропического леса. Скандальный ученый Академии активировал разработанную в тайне машины и попытался проникнуть в огромные меты и руины. Колея, которая вела разведку в тех местах, к сожалению, была застигнута врасплох и потеряла связь с внешним миром. Благодаря своим навыкам выживания она может спастись самостоятельно, но наставник и друзья очень беспокоятся. Они, пожалуйста, найдите ее как можно быстрее. Так, вот что я хочу сделать. Я хочу посмотреть еще раз на Розарию. Вот этот вот венец милости. Вроде нормальная она. Я думаю, крутить, не крутить. Ай. Вроде она прикольная. Чё это не такой? Это платочек такой, да? Так, ладно. Еще надо в Ливе, наверное, там не Манштадт. Ачивка, он почти 46 уровень. Ну, кстати. Так. Здесь мы ничего не заработали. Походу дела нет. Ладно, пойдем в ресторанчик. Извиняюсь. А имя розы? Нави. Турвал цветущей розы. Яка. Инеевая цапля. Да. Что у нас там с крутками-то? 35 крон, 40 круток как раз. Как раз 40 круток.
This one's got your name on it. Coming at ya.
Ни хрена зонтик. Ну-ка.
Watch out! Attack! That's the way. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya! And fire! Well, with rocks. Hey there! Where'd that come from? Now coming at ya! Attack! That's the way. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Прикольная так, прикольная, да. Ладно, пока не будем никого крутить, надо посмотреть там, что во второй половине обновления будет. На Сянь-Юнь или как ее там. А потом уж решим. А то вдруг там получше будет девочка. А я ее пропущу.